Hello, my name is Mayuko. I make videos about tech and lifestyle and career advice stuff. So the thing that I wanted to address first is kind of the theme that underlies all of these tips that I'm going to talk about, which is about structure. So when you're working from home, you're literally in the comforts of your own home, and I know it's really enticing to just rest and chill and watch TV and do whatever. And if you want to, that's fine, that's your own truth, whatever. But for me, when I am in the mode of, hey, I want to do stuff and I want to get work done, then creating some structure in my day-to-day so that I get there seamlessly and easily without needing to pull my mental state along to get there, that's, I think, really an important part about having a successful work from home environment. So the first tip is to stick to your usual routine for going to work, because that sets the stage for the rest of the day and kind of the tone for the rest of the day. So kind of try to do all the things that you would normally do on a work day, just minus the commute. So those are things like waking up in the morning at the same time as you usually do. And I know it's really enticing to stay in bed because you don't have to go anywhere and stuff, but starting off your morning at the same time helps your body remember that, hey, we're going to do things today. And waking up at the same time in the morning helps kind of start off the domino effect of all the other things that are happening. So waking up at the same time makes sure that I walk my dog at the same time in the morning. That's really important to me because I get some fresh air and I get a little bit of light exercise in before my work day. I also eat breakfast in the morning. I am a breakfast person. If I don't eat breakfast, I get really hangry and I can't think, and I'm just a very cranky person. So step number 2 goes hand in hand with the morning routine, which is about getting clothes and getting yourself physically ready for a work day. Again, I know it's really enticing to just stay in your pajamas all day, but I think that at least getting out of your pajamas into something else. It doesn't have to be like exactly what you would wear to work, because like I hate wearing jeans and I wear jeans to work, so I don't wear jeans on my work from home days, and instead I wear like some loungewear on the bottom. But it does help me to get out of my, okay, I'm done sleeping mindset. And I always wear like a shirt or something that I can make sure that I can hop into a call really easily without feeling embarrassed or sloppy. Tip number 3 is about your working location. So I know, again, really enticing to work from your bed because it is the most comfortable place in your house. But get yourself out of there. Find a spot that you were going to call like your office. If you have a desk at home like I do, then great spot. If you don't, then your dining room table is a great spot. Also, like your living room couch is a great spot. Just somewhere other than your bed or somewhere that you see as relaxation. So my next tip is more kind of like a piece of advice than it is like a tip, I guess. And it's that it's okay if your workday working from home looks different from your workday working in the office. Because let's be real, you are in a completely different place, you're in a completely different environment, and so I think that having a little bit of flexibility there and not pressuring yourself, not expecting that you're going to perform the same way or do the same amount of work or communicate in the same way, I think is a realistic expectation to have. And I think it relieves you of the stress and pressure that you might put on yourself for working from home. Because breaks are important. When you're in an office, you take breaks when you go to the bathroom, when you're getting a snack, when you join a conversation that's around your desk with your coworkers. I think you'll notice that there's actually more breaks than you think that you take at work. But when you're home, there aren't as many distractions maybe, or maybe there are. But I think that including breaks into your day-to-day and sometimes even scheduling them or just being mindful that you're at least taking 1 or 2 breaks a day helps you concentrate better throughout the rest of the day. So my next tip is to communicate really well with your teammates when you're working from home. So this tip will apply to a lot of people who work on teams, especially in the tech industry, which is where I'm coming from. But it's really important to communicate, really over-communicate when you're working from home. Especially because you're not actually seeing these people that you're working with when you're working from home. Making sure that you communicate on Slack or Discord or whatever team chat that your team uses, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and how other people can communicate with you is a really important part of the success of a remote work culture. because you work on a team and everybody works full time, everyone wants to depend on each other and needs to depend on each other to get the things that they need when they need it. So make sure that you're working the regular hours that you would usually like 9 to 5. And let people know if you're stepping away from the computer or you need to just take a break for a little bit. Just let them know so that they know exactly what you're up to, so that they don't have to keep guessing like, where are they? Like, why can't I get any help from them? I think that helps teammates trust you and know exactly how to communicate with you so that they're not left guessing like, when are you going to be available? So, rapid fire, some tips that I have for preventing stir craziness. Number 1, I said it before, but change locations. Don't stay at your desk for the full 8 hours, or don't stay at your desk every day for an entire week. Just change locations within your house, or change, go to a cafe or go to like a communal area, maybe in your apartment complex or something. Just have a change of scenery and that will help a lot. My second tip is to move your body. Your body is probably not going to move as much as when you work from the office because you're not needing to walk to places as much, unless maybe like you have kids at home or you have pets or something that needs taken care of or whatever, but you're most likely going to be more sedentary, which we're already a very sedentary group of people, so what does that make us now? Stone. My last tip for preventing stir craziness is to use a Pomodoro timer, which I think really helps with kind of the focus and motivation bit. You could work from home and stay super focused for 6 hours a day, but I am not one of those people. And so having like small incremental chunks in which I work and then I take a break, and then I work and then I take a break helps kind of make sure that I'm changing up things and that I'm not just sitting there with my own thoughts for hours on end. Cool, so those are my tips for working from home. I hope that this was helpful. I really enjoy working from home. I actually prefer that as my default, if anything, because I feel like I have more control over my day-to-day and I can have a more balanced work-life balance, I guess. So that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!